Well, you said Saturday night, no time to worry about being in first place with Stanford coming in. What do you kind of see out of Stanford and what you kind of need to be prepared for this week?
Well, they, it's a physical ball club, and they've got four guys in conference that are headed at the front of the pack by Chase on Randall. Four guys in double figures. A lot of different weapons, post player, wings, Brown. They run a lot of the triangle offense, movement, spacing, and those guys have played together for quite a while now moving forward. So it's a really solid basketball team. Johnny Dawkins done a great job, and they defend a number of different defenses and move the ball real well on offense and don't rely on any one guy. And we're gonna have to be really solid against them.
So going back to the team and their selflessness, would you say that that's something that has developed naturally this season, or has it just kind of broken down over time?
Well, we talk about it. It's one of the words in our culture that we talk about, the team first, the selfless mentality, and one of the other things that we mention all the time. It's not that you think less of yourself, it's that you think of yourself less. And so I think reminders to guys that the team first mentality comes into play, and it's a little bit contagious. It's something that we don't just hand out at the beginning of the year that, hey, this is the way we want to play, but it's talked about certainly weekly, built into our program. And when it happens in practice, when some bad shots get taken, guys are reminded, and it doesn't take long. I think it's probably about the same magnitude that you have when you have a selfish team, and sometimes shots go up fast and guys start thinking they're never going to get it back again, and so you get pretty dysfunctional as a team that way at the other end of the spectrum. And I think it's a real positive way to play when you know that you don't have to shoot this one, because there's a pretty good chance the ball can come back to me. So a lot of what we're talking about right now is predicated on our defense, and we're not spending a lot of time talking about our offense. And I believe in karma and trying to play the game the right way, and I do believe that our defensive mentality is trickling into the offensive end and helping us to play the right way.
After you guys put the hurt on UCLA here, and then lost at Pauley Pavilion, I know a lot of people might consider that a letdown game, but it is Pauley Pavilion after all. But your guys have done a great job of not getting ahead of themselves and just taking care of the task at hand. How have they been able to avoid a letdown game and just focus on the few inches in front of their face?
Well, that's what we talk about a lot. You watch college basketball right now. I'm not a big believer in an upset and a favorite. That kind of mentality I think is really dangerous. And it's about the next play. It's staying in the moment today. We've talked a lot about trying to figure out a way to get better in practice today and not get complacent. I've been really proud of our guys. And I've said this all season, if you came to watch a practice, you're not going to walk in the building and go, boy, this is a team that's accomplished something, because they're not playing that hard. It's real similar to what the year we won 6 games. You come in and we have a practice plan dialed in, and our guys are giving some effort and playing really hard and doing everything, So we don't really believe in a favorite or underdog. I think it's more of just, hey, we got to. And maybe the UCLA game was one of the games where we didn't really begin with an edge. And, we didn't guard that well, and consequently our offense in that game was sluggish. And that was a little indication. We watched a bunch of the film. I think we've corrected it. We won 2 games on the road after that. So it's not about reaching any kind of destination. We talk about that a lot too. It's just this daily journey it's a grind, and let's try to tackle, as you said, what's in front of your face and accomplish what you can. And our whole focus right now is about Thursday night, nothing more, or past or future beyond that.
Larry, after 3 games on the road, you just talk about getting home. It's gotta be. You mentioned it was a good time to go on the road when you did, but is it a good time to come home?
Well, yeah, you get a dose of 3 road games. You know, I think it's important, and I mentioned to our guys Saturday night in Boulder after the game that there's no magic about coming home, you know. It's certainly, I think the fan support that we have going on right now is off the charts. It's a great boost for our guys to play in front of, but you know, the reality is Stanford's a really good team, and they've competed well on the road. So we've got our hands full, but, you know, I'd be lying if I didn't say it was going to be fun to get back into this building again. But again, it's not some kind of magic potion that's going to make things happen. We have to tackle, as in the previous question, we have to tackle what's in front of us and know there's a lot of challenges, and what you know, execute the game plan and play with a lot of determination.